We launch now. Yep, we're live.
Okay. Good morning, everyone. Good morning, Nigeria. Good morning, call members. Trust we're good, and we've been having a swell time. It's wonderful to see each and every one of us here. It's wonderful to see us here. Let's populate the chat boxes with where we are calling in live from. Today is going to be another spectacular moment for each and every one of us, right? It's going to be a wonderful, wonderful moment for us. And I just want to, before we begin, I want to tell you to get your pens, get your papers, and get set and ready. Get set and ready. The first time we had this topic today that we're going to take today, and that is against all odds, finding a winning career and business strategy in the prevailing socioeconomic landscape, series 2. Yes, we had the first series and it was a bomb blast. And today we're going to be having more seasoned speakers. We know some of them, we know some of their faces. Some people are going to be, this is going to be the first time we're meeting them. But one thing I can assure you is that for every speaker that is going to come on board to dissect this topic for today, you're going to get something new, right? I mean, the last time my notebook was almost filled up. For those of us that were able to join, you'd agree with me that we got so much insight, and that is what we're going to be trying to do today, right? That's what we're going to be trying to do against all odds, finding a winning career and business strategy in the prevailing economic landscape. Sorry, yeah, you'd agree with me that this topic is very, very important and vital for our time now, considering everything that the country is going through. It's left to us as youths, as core members, as the leaders of tomorrow to find solutions. Trust me, it is not problems and complaining all the time, but finding solutions. And that's what we're trying to do today. And that's what we're going to try to do today. And so on this call, we have our speakers. And first, we'll just go and um, straight to it. But before we go straight to the events for today, or to the agenda for today, we'll just have our NYSC anthem. I wouldn't want us to start going for the national anthem, so we don't start. I know not every one of us have completely gotten the national anthem, so we would go with our NYSC anthem, right? And then we begin. Is everyone with me? Okay. Okay, so at the count of three, we'll chorus it as a choir. 1, 2, 3, go. Obey the clarion call. Let us with the nations rise under the sun and in
with
education and
self
selflessness.
Nigeria's ours and
Nigeria we serve.
Oh, thank you so much. I had help with wonderful melodious voices, because I don't know, sounding like a frog or by the way, but all the same, Nigeria is ours and Nigeria we serve, right? And we're trying to actually serve Nigeria today by getting the solutions of how to prevail, how we can prevail our businesses and our careers in this socioeconomic landscape, right? Yeah. And so the first speaker we're going to be having for today is um Plateau Kwara State, right? The first speaker we're having for today is Kwara State. Yes, I love your comments. Please populate the chat box. I can see your comments. Yes, we are. We're trying to find solutions to today's problems and not bring more problems as youth. So we have the first speaker. She's live and she's ready. Um, you have the floor, Precious.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I trust we're all doing good. Welcome to the second edition of this particular discussion. And for basically what we're here to do is just to discuss how, against all odds, we can find a winning career and business strategy to prevail in these socioeconomic conditions. And my own take basically is just trying, the things might not be as great as we expect it to be at the moment. But number one, maintaining a positive mindset. Number two, making sure that you are always learning, because as things are going, the way things are moving, as the way the economy is going, everybody needs to learn to diversify in various things that they try to do. So you can have a side hustle, a 9 to 5. Just make sure you're always doing something with your hands, right? We hear that the Lord blesses the works of our hands. So make sure that you're doing that, and also try as much as possible um, to just make sure that you are working on yourself as a whole, basically. Because as much as we are all trying our very best to do, what we can, it would not really make sense if you're looking for different results while doing the same thing. I don't know if we understand what I mean. So, in as much as we are hammering on career success, business strategies, if you're not also improving yourself, putting yourself out there as well, making sure that your personal brand is on point, your networking. What do people know you for? How do you relate with people? How can you put in how what can people really just say about you when they first meet you, or when you are away? Who can mention your names in different rooms? That, oh, this person can do this for me. This person can do that for me. Another thing I feel, like I said, mentioning side hustles, for instance, you have a range of side hustles that you
All
can
right,
actually like.
all right.
Hello. You can have a range of side hustles that you can um, venture into. If you're not good with your hands, if you're good with design, you can get into what we call digital products. Putting it up there on Jumia, making ebooks, making journals. All those kind of stuff. And it's that, I would say, is like the easiest to a certain extent. And in as much as it's easy, but it's not really easy to be a small business owner in where you are, because you have to learn to do certain things like digital
Yes,
marketing. You have to learn to do stuff like digital marketing, social media marketing, but as a whole, as a whole, just make sure that you are learning something, you are building yourself on the way, and you can make sure that, okay, your personal brand, number one, is on point. People can know you for what you do. And at the same time, make sure you network with people, on platforms like LinkedIn, make sure your portfolio is intact, and also try as much as possible to apply for jobs. You never know which one would actually help you or get you to where you want to get to at this point. So I think that is basically all I have to say. I hope it helped. And I think over to you, Mr. Maiwa.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Precious. Please, let's put our hands together. Let's put our hands together for Precious, right? So as a youth, Precious telling us we should always have something doing, have something, get yourself engaged, right? Have network, put yourself in the right room, right? And let's just get something doing, right? That was really wonderful. Please populate the chat boxes with what you got from this session, right? Populate the chat boxes with what you got from this session, right? Yes, yes, I can see you all. Good morning from Oshogbo. Please mention where you're calling in from. Oh, I can see you, Ahmed from Makodi. Julius, thank you for the hands. Okay, Ata Blessing is saying apply for jobs. Apply for jobs. Yes, get your hands, do something. Do not just stay and wait for heaven and manna to fall from heaven, right? Heaven help those who help themselves. Right. We'll be moving on. We'll be moving on to the next speaker. Um, we'll be moving on to the next speaker, and whilst we are getting him on board, yes, still populate the chat boxes with what you've gotten from the first session. Yes, Chinemere is saying develop your personal brand, right? Develop your personal brand, get something doing. Okay, okay. And so we're ready. Our next speaker is going to also dissect this same topic for us in his own view and his own way, right? And for the next state, we'll have Timothy from Lagos. We'll have Timothy from Lagos. Are you ready for us?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me? Sir?
Yeah, we can hear you well. Though the background noise, if it could be lesser, would be wonderful. That would be wonderful. But we can hear you well. You have the floor, Timothy.
All right. Good morning, everyone. My name is Timothy Omoibola, and speaking from Lagos. And I'll be speaking on this same topic against all odds, finding a winning career and business strategy in prevailing socioeconomic landscape. So, first, no doubt, Nigeria is experiencing turmoil. I mean, a lot of things are happening. Economically speaking, prices are increasing. Dollar is what dollar is. Fuel scarcity, increase in fuel, and every one of those things. Now, how do we win in a a space like that? I think one of the first things I would say is complain and lament less. And instead, rather than spending a lot of time complaining and lamenting about the social, economic, the things happening, try convert that energy towards thinking or praying or meditating on and crafting a strategy on how to win. Okay, so we could complain all day, but then complain, the lamentations, they change nothing. Rather, meditation or drafting out a plan for yourself would really make sense. And secondly, I would say if your plan is to, let's say, japa, okay, as the case may be, you want to start asking questions, okay? Think of what you want to make of yourself in the next 10, 20, 30, 40 years. Oh, it may not be that specific, but then if japa is one of the things you want to do, you want to start asking questions, you want to start doing your research, you want to start meeting people who have passed that same route as you have passed, okay? And then begin to see how to align your movement to align this vision that you have. And number three, I'll say for those who have careers, whether if you're a tech person, whether you are a code tech or a not code tech person, you want to see how to maximize opportunities that are prevalent to you. Okay, you want to see, okay, how where am I on this tech journey? Am I at the entry level? Am I at the intermediate level? Or am I an expert? And what opportunities align with my level of interest? Okay, you want to see, is it possible I work remotely? Is it possible I work in an hybrid mode to allow me to take up extra jobs or extra gigs or extra orders? Or have you considered applying to foreign companies? Okay, of course, working for foreign brands give you the advantage because of the currency devaluation. Have you considered working for foreign brands? So, working for foreign brands or having the opportunity, taking up work cultures that allow you to work for multiple brands will give you an advantage in a context like this. Then for those who are not necessarily into tech, probably a lawyer, into other career paths apart from tech, you're also looking at what other ways. how can I craft out multiple streams of income even within my career? Okay, I'll take a lawyer for example. I didn't do law anyway, but then I know that lawyers could have other projects apart from that main stuff. They are providing legal services. There are multiple ways of providing legal services as a lawyer. So that's an example. I know for other career professions, you want to explore how do I create multiple streams of income within that same area, okay? Or you want to learn other skills or other side hustles. I know for some of us, we are selling one or two products on our WhatsApp or on our social media platform. You want to also look at such opportunities. Is this something I can dive into as a person so that my personal finance, my personal economy is not moving along with Nigerians' socioeconomic place. Then for those who craft out businesses, who are into business, you want to look at how do I cut costs, okay, expenses, or how do I generate more customers, okay? Because in a time like this, some of your costs will be increasing. Okay, so it means and the only way to one of the only ways to offset that cost is to get more customers. You want to double your marketing effort so that you can generate new customers, increase your sales, increase your revenue, and increase your profit as well. Then whatever expense or expenses is not relevant to your business, you also want to cut down on that. Another thing the previous speaker mentioned, which I like on, is keep on learning, keep on learning, keep on learning, keep on seeking for novel information, attend conferences, attend webinars. Because sometimes one of the breakthrough information you need may be in one webinar. Okay, strategically, don't just attend any webinar. I mean, you are scrolling towards that, you see any webinar, you jump on it. So strategically attend webinars, okay? People within your industry or people who you believe you're going to learn from, read books and just increase your mental capacity so that you are positioning yourself ahead of the curve. You know, some used to say, some people I listen to used to say that for a while I've been praying for Nigeria and it's as if the country is moving from good to not so good to it's as if the trajectory is negative. So it means that all that our experiences in course is not so new per se. So you want to learn and position yourself ahead of the curve. And none of this protect your mental health. Protect your mental health. If you need to step back from the news for a while so that you can think straight. I mean that's very, very important so that you're able to game and you can go. So I think that's it for now. Over to the moderator.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Timothy. Thank you so much, Timothy. And so, Timothy is telling us to keep on learning, guys. You've heard it from Timothy. Keep on learning and do not just attend webinars for the sake of attending, attend strategically, right? Attend strategically and do your best, right? Do your best. Expand your network, expand your reach. Thank you so much, Lagos State. Thank you so much, Lagos State. Thank you, Timothy. Right. So guys, as usual, populate your chat box with one thing that you've gotten, just one thing that you've gotten from this session. And you can also share your thoughts, share your views on social media with the hashtag it's up to use. Let us make it trend. Let's make it trend. It's up to youth. Hashtag is up to youth. Because the truth is, it is up to youth. Each and every one of us, you and I, it's up to us to see that these solutions that we're talking about, everything that we're trying to say here, gets to be done. Right? It's up to us to see that everything that we're talking about gets to be done, right? Please populate the chat boxes with your comments and the things that you've gotten whilst the next speaker prepares to take us on another wonderful session, right? Share your feedback with and your thoughts on us on the social media with the hashtag it's up to youth, because it's up to both of us. Next we have Dukas piece from Plateau State. Dukas speaks from Plateau State. Dukas, are you ready?
Yes, I'm ready. I'm here.
Okay, you have the
So,
floor. Please carry on.
okay, good morning, everyone. I'm so excited to be here and to be part of this conversation. And just to take it from where the last speaker spoke, right? I love the fact that emphasis has been made a lot on knowledge, getting knowledge. That's to say that the place of knowledge is very, very important, is inevitable. So if you want to thrive in a landscape where we have socioeconomic crises and so many challenges, right? You can't do without knowledge. So I'm going to be tilting towards the place of the government, right? If there's one thing we do as youths is we don't really pay attention to the benefits we tend to get from youths and from the government, right? We don't leverage things that the government offers for us. So we don't pay attention to it. And at the end of the day, we end up losing from it, right? So now, in talking about this topic, if there's something you can leverage or something you can do in such a situation, is you should leverage on government policies. When there's a crisis, when there's a challenge, when we have socio-economic crisis and challenges, if there's one thing that is constant, is government normally comes up with new policies. And in terms of these new policies, you can only leverage such policies if you have knowledge of the policies. How does it affect you? How can you make use of it? How can you benefit from it? Now, in such some of these policies can be provision of grants, can be provision of zero interest loans for businesses. Now, let me give an instance, especially those in the agricultural sector. We have loans flying around for those in the agricultural sector, and then for also other industries like small and medium scale businesses, right? But you can only benefit from it when you know it exists and you know how you can get access to it. Let me use an instance for Plateau State where I am. We have grants, what we call the NGCS grants for businesses. I think it's as low as 50,000 naira, but for a small business or a nano business, you're just starting, 50,000 naira is a lot for you to be able to leverage on, for you to be able to build your business, for it to make significant impact in your business. But if you don't know, you can't get access to such loans. Then also, government provides training and reskilling and upskilling programs for youth, especially youth. I'm emphasizing on youth because I think all of us on this call and listening to this should be basically youth, right? Government provides skilling programs, upskilling programs for businesses, programs I know of, right? You can find government coming up with programs for people in the agricultural sector, in the tech sector, and then of course, technology is the new oil money, right? So many people are diversifying into the technological sector. And then of course, if you go into the tech sector, sustainability is something that it's constant when you talk about tech, and then innovation is something that is constant when you talk about tech. So when you leverage on some of these programs, especially for the tech, right, you find out that in your business you become innovative, right, and then you come up with plans or businesses that become sustainable, right? Sustainable businesses. And then, of course, you should also leverage on business trends, market trends. What are the new products in the market? Check your environment where you stay. What are some of the products that are being produced that are also beneficial or are useful to other people in other places? How can you leverage on those things, right? You start from there. If it's agricultural, let's assume in Plateau State, I'm in Plateau State, and then of course, Plateau State is known for production of vegetables, right? This is something that everyone in Nigeria, even outside the country, utilize. Is something they use. If I'm in Plateau State and I realize that in Plateau State they produce vegetables, okay, the next thing is how can I get access to these vegetables. I get them, and then I check. Okay, in other parts of other parts of the country, what states don't have access to these vegetables, or they are being sold but they are expensive. Now, when I leverage on government grants, now if you're on this call and you don't know what grants is, for grants, they are financial supports government give to citizens, and then you don't pay back. Grants are not to be paid back. For loans, that is what you pay back. And then I also made mention of low interest loans, right? So if you're getting grants and then you come up with these ideas, it's something that you can jump into, or you can work with the little grants you get. And then before you know it, as you're doing that, you're also paying attention to market trends. What are the new things that are coming? And then you have technology at your disposal, right? You leverage on tech skills training or tech skills programs from government. Before you know it, the tech will bring in innovation in your business. It doesn't matter. We saw this happen during COVID-19, whereby I think I have a friend who is in Nigeria and then was selling vegetables. Now, during COVID-19, right? She had access, she was in Plateau State, she had access to vegetables and strawberries especially. So what she came up with was, okay, since people were not going out, and then you don't have access to it, or you cannot have access to it for people to go out and buy. She started drying it, and before you know it, from her phone, from social media, she got contact with people outside the country, and she started exporting it. So just in conclusion, just to say that leverage on government policies, learn about government policies and programs that are going on. They are going to be beneficial a lot in such situations. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Dukas Peace. Thank you so much, Dukas Peace. So, guys, leverage on government policies, leverage on sustainability and innovation, leverage on market trends, leverage on tech. And do not forget, tech is the new oil money. Honestly, tech is the new oil money, right? There's so much that can be gotten from tech. There's so much that can be gotten from tech. Now, I can see each and every one of us. Thank you so much for your active participation. I can see you, King Blitz from Osun State, Press Classic from Kano State, sorry. Also, Oluwafemi from Lagos State. Yes, Ade Oye, okay, saying leverage on every opportunity that you can get now. Leverage on it. Leverage. Be strategic in expanding your knowledge. Yes, be strategic in expanding your knowledge. Right? Please keep populating the chat box with your comments. Okay, Olonade Julius is saying leveraging on government policies, sustainability, and innovation. Yes, that is true. We need to leverage. Keep leveraging, keep using every solution that you can have on your hands. Emmanuel Ewanisha, lean and leverage on government policies. Yes, from Kano State. I can also see you, Israel, from Anambra. Okay, guys, we are having a swell time, and next for us is going to be Tolu from Kano State. Mr. Tolu, are you ready?
Thank you so much, President. God bless you. I want to, before now, thank you for setting. All right. Good morning, everyone. All right. So I would like to appreciate everyone who has actually spoken before me. They've actually set the floor already. However, one thing I would just like to emphasize is we are talking about against all odds, building a socio-economic career. The truth is the odds will always exist. Before now, the odds have been. After now, the odds will always be. So the part I want to make us aware of is what's your attitude? What's our attitude towards these odds? The truth is these changes will always remain. But your attitude towards these odds will either tell whether you are going to take advantage of it or it's not going to benefit you. So my first question and my first challenge to everyone here is that what's your attitude towards these odds? The speaker that spoke before me spoke about leveraging on technology. And that's the truth. Technology is the new oil money. But the truth is, not everybody wants to agree with this truth. They are having a lackadaisical attitude towards this. People are not wanting to plunge into what is happening now. And this is the major issue. They want to stay back at where they were. And the truth is, let me divert into wealth, because I believe the end goal of the socioeconomic career is wealth creation, and not just wealth creation, wealth sustainability. And so if the way things were done before, the truth is, wealth is a narrative. Money is a narrative. It's not a physical thing. So it means there's always a story where money flows into. What's the story that brought money or wealth some years ago is not still the same story that brings wealth now. And so we must have the right attitude. I always love to put it as the right behavior or the right mindset. This is now the story. This is now the narrative where wealth is flowing into. So yeah, there was the time of the industrial age, there was the time of the agrarian age, but now this is the time of technology age. And so we must understand that wealth has flown from all these different spheres, and now it is flowing into technology. Now, what now are we to do? Have this right attitude that, okay, understand that the way wealth used to come has changed, and begin to develop yourself in skills that has to do with the narrative for now. So the narrative for the now is technology, and there have been pointers to these things even before now. We will bear witness of the time when there was the cashless policy and things like that. These were pointers, or let me say, these are pointers to these things. Those times we thought that we would not survive or things like that, but that brought so many e-stops. I mean, e-library, e-commerce. You will see that everything you can do physically now, there is another way. There's a the things you could do physically, there is the internet side, there is the digitalization part of it, there is the technological aspect of this. So first of all, I want to challenge us. Let us have the right mindset. They've been saying Nigeria is not good. If you understand the time since they've been saying when Nigeria was good, the time in 2005, if we were in 2005, people that lived in that year, they were saying when Nigeria was good. When we moved to 2012, they were still saying when Nigeria was good. Now we're in 2024, we are still saying when Nigeria was good. The truth is, the narrative will always be the same. But what's your attitude? What's your response? What's your approach towards this thing? So the first thing is attitude. Now, the second thing I want us to understand is, yes, aside being smart, there's also the place of guts. Now, a person can be very smart and yet still be driven away because of the tides of these odds that we're talking about. But you see, it takes guts, it takes a resilience, it takes tenacity from your part. In order, guts is the ability to take actions. Not just, yes, some people are smart, they know what to do, they know how to do it, but they don't have the in pidgin we say in the liver to do it. So there is this guts, aside the fact that you have the mindset, aside the fact that you have the skills. There are so many talented poor people. There are so many. If you look all around, you see that there are so many people who are poor yet talented. But and you see some people who are not as talented as they are, and yet they are well-to-do than these talented guys. What's the difference? The difference is guts. They had the guts, they had the liver to put out the little they know. So can I tell you, the little you know is enough. It can be the starting ground for your journey, even against all odds in your careers. So don't say you don't know too much. Don't say that what you know is little. That little, have the guts combined with your attitude right now, maintaining the right behavior. So have the mind behavior, have the guts, and also take advantage of opportunities. These opportunities will not just come. These opportunities will only come when you are prepared. So can I tell you, the first thing is mindset, right attitude. The other thing is guts. The third one is begin to prepare. And for most of us, I want to believe almost everybody on this call is a core member. And so I want you to make the most of your service here as a core member. Engage in every opportunity. The reason is because the place where you long to be in future starts from the preparedness you make now. Success, they say, is when opportunity meets your preparation. If there's no preparation on ground, there cannot be any opportunity that will open up. And if there's no opportunity that will open up, there cannot be success in your career that you are trying to build. So in building careers, the little things you do now are the things that will add up to be able to give you the success in your different careers. So in summary, as I round off, the first thing to have is the right attitude. Know where the story is flowing from. Know where the narrative is flowing from. Know where the narrative is currently. The second thing is to have guts to be able to put what you have, to put your skills, whatever you have, your smartness, have the guts to put them into use. Then also be prepared and take advantage. Thank you so much, everybody.
Okay. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Tolu from Kano State. Yes, have the guts, engage in everything that you can do, make yourselves busy. Yes, let's populate the comments and our chat boxes. Yes. Okay, I can see you, Adeoye. You're saying be gutsy. Yes, be gutsy. Do not just leave yourself to what you can or cannot do. Be gutsy. Aderemi Lydia from Osun State. Okay, Emmanuel Ewashina is saying learn how to take action, be prepared. Yes, learn how to take action. Be always ready to take action. Be prepared. Remember to share your feedback and your thoughts with the hashtag It's Up to Youth. It's Up to Youth. Okay. So the link for today's attendance has been shared. The link for today's attendance has been shared. And we've had so many speakers set up for today. Continue to populate the group, the chats, and the comment boxes with your. Okay, thank you so much with your comments and what you've gotten. Adeoye, okay, saying when performance meets preparedness, it produces excellence, right? When performance meets preparedness, it produces excellence. Wonderful. That is something that we need to know. Always be prepared. Always be prepared. There's no success that just happens on a whim. You always need to be prepared for these things to happen. Right? Continue to populate the chat boxes with your comments and what you've gotten from the sessions. Okay. So sorry about the environment, guys. So sorry about that. Okay, Oluwashola Shegun is saying this is great. Success is when opportunity meets preparation. Yes. One must have preparation growing up. It is necessary, it is essential that we all have preparation. We're all prepared in all we do and at every time, right? It's very, very important that we do. Have the guts to pursue a successful life, have the right attitude to opportunities around you. And these are all very, very, very very important. Yes, if you have your questions, to ask, if you have questions for any of the speakers, now will be a wonderful time. That'll be a wonderful time to ask those questions, right? If you have any questions, yeah, still drop your chats. Continue to share your comments and the things you've gotten from here with the hashtag It's Up to Youth. Yes, your questions, and make sure you fill in your attendance. Make sure you fill in your attendance, right? Yeah, so if you have your questions right now, this is series 2, and we've been looking at the topic, a very, very, very necessary topic for our time, right? And the speakers have taken time to dissect and give us um, various views and life changing views on this. So we're waiting for your comments, your questions. Okay. While we're still waiting for your questions, Adiri Esther is saying there will always be challenges, but strive to be successful against all odds by preparing ahead always. Okay. So we have a question from one called Chinemere saying, how can we know more about this government programs for youths? Yes, as the speaker did say, you can make use of your research, go online, right? Get your research, get more information. There's always information online on how to get about these programs that are available for us as youths. Um, okay, we also have another question. Can we have some of these grant opportunities shared across all CDS group for engagement? Okay, just keep dropping your questions. Are there platforms in collaboration with DoDeal that enhances the tech opportunities mentioned? We're always collaborating with people. I mean, we're always collaborating with organizations. We've all had in-camp trainings. We've had trainings moving forward that um, impact us, right? Yeah, so keep populating the chat boxes. Keep populating the chat boxes with your questions, right? Keep populating the chat boxes with your questions and with what you've gotten from this session, right? A wonderful way we can make use of this service here, or this year of intervention that has been granted to us by the government, is to open ourselves to networking and learning, right? Networking and learning. No. Um, Okay, sorry about that, guys. I had a little interception. Okay, so we've had a very wonderful time today. We've had so much today, and we'll give the floor now to one of us that we know so much to wrap up everything that we've gotten here today. Mr. Maiwa, are you on ground? Okay. So before we go, we'll just give the mic down to we'll give the call or the mic down to one of us to wrap up. But whilst we're waiting for him to come on board, I want to thank each and every one of us for joining this call and participating live. Yes, he's with us. So, Mr. Simon Gabriel, can you just do well to wrap up for us?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, good morning, everyone. Yeah, this is actually an impactful section. Yeah, I enjoyed every of the speaker that spoke. Yeah, now we as a CDS member, we know our core mission, we know our vision, and one of it is actually to see that digital literacy courses are actually something we prioritize and also make the most out of our service here. Now, with this lead to advice that have been given to us with the discussions we had, I know a lot of us have picked few things, few lines of the quotes from the speakers. We have to um, try as much as possible to put this into practice. Listening alone is not enough. It's not enough. Yeah, I advise and urge each and every one of us be diligent in the states you were posted, your CDS group. Try as much as possible to do things that will actually help the community technology wise, seeing that we the world is already transitioning into technology. Even whatever you do, no matter, I think one of the speakers mentioned a friend of hers that is into vegetable, and during the COVID-19 time, she was able to actually help herself with the online stuff. So I think no matter what you do, you cannot sideline technology. No matter the thing you are involved in, you cannot sideline technology. A lot of persons think, oh, because I sell hair, because I do this, I don't need technology. You can actually create a website for that your business. You can actually digitalize your business. Yes, that is why we are here, so that we will not just necessarily rely on the government and say, oh, government is not doing. Just find a way to put yourself in place in this your service here. I think that's why we're bringing this program. You see, we said against all odds. All odds. When we talk about all odds, you know what all odds means in this landscape of the kind of economy, social economy we find ourselves. So if we are trying to analyze the current social economic conditions, you identify factors like the inflation, technological changes, the unemployment, and other economic shift. So we have to understand these challenges, that these challenges are actually critical for developing strategies that will work for us in our various skill, in our various businesses. So we all have to go with this mindset that in our business, in our careers, there are challenges that will actually strive. So we have to always these strategies that have been given to us by the speaker is to tell us that we can actually embrace this economic situation with the right strategy. So it has been given to us. Let's leverage on innovation, because innovation is key to staying ahead. Whether it's just a key to staying ahead, whether you're trying to solve customers' problem, or you're trying to tap from the under exploit market. So you just know that we have to be innovative as young people. So thank you very much. I want to appreciate each and every one of you that are on this call. I want to say a big thank you to you all. So we're wrapping up this section. Thank you, Mr. President Chidoze. Thank you for this section. Thank you, Mind the Gap. We really appreciate. We also hope and look forward to other sections. Thank you very much. As we wrap up, thank you, sir. Over to you, sir.